What if I told you your blood vessels can age faster than you do? And what if I also told you you can slow that aging down? Yep, that's real. Let's talk about something called arterial elasticity. Sounds fancy, right? Don't worry, I'll break it down so simply your grandma could explain it to someone else afterward. So here we go. Every time your heart beats, it sends a wave of blood shooting through your arteries. If your arteries are flexible, they gently stretch to handle the pressure, then they bounce back like a rubber band. That flexibility, that's what we call elasticity. But as we get older, or if we don't take care of ourselves, those rubber band-like arteries start turning into something more like old garden hoses, stiff, brittle, and not so forgiving. And that's a problem. Why? Because when arteries get stiff, they can't handle the pressure from your heartbeat. That makes your blood pressure jump up and down like a roller coaster. One minute it's 150 over 70, the next it's all over the place. And when your arteries can't stretch properly, it stresses out your whole circulatory system. It leads to scary stuff like aneurysms, little balloon-like bulges in your artery walls that can burst, or faster buildup of plaque, which clogs your arteries and leads to heart attacks, strokes, and even some types of dementia. Now I know this sounds a little doomsday-ish, but here's the great part. You can improve your artery health at any age. Let me give you an example from deep in the Bolivian jungle. There's a group of people called the Tsimane. They live almost like people did thousands of years ago. They farm, fish, hunt, and walk. A lot. Like a lot. And their arteries? They're in better shape at age 70 than most of ours are at 40. They don't take fancy supplements or go to high-end gyms. They just move their bodies all day long and eat simple, unprocessed food. Their secret? It's not magic berries or superfoods. It's living simply and staying active. Okay, so we can't all move to the jungle, but we can steal their secrets. Let's talk about real ways you can make your arteries more elastic, starting today. First and most important, cardio exercise. Walking, swimming, biking, dancing, anything that gets your heart rate up and keeps it there for a while. Even brisk walking while you chat with a friend counts. You want to move enough to get your blood pumping, but not so hard that you can't speak without gasping. This kind of movement tells your arteries, hey, stay stretchy, we still need you. Bonus points if you add in occasional bursts of high effort, what people call high-intensity interval training. But if that sounds like too much, don't worry. Just move regularly and consistently. Second tool in your artery-friendly toolbox? Vitamin D3. We usually think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, but it also helps your arteries stay smooth and flexible. Most people are low in it, especially if you live in colder places or work indoors. A simple blood test can tell you if you need a supplement. Third, magnesium. This mineral is like a spa day for your blood vessels. It relaxes them and helps reduce stiffness. You can find magnesium in leafy greens, nuts, beans, and whole grains. Or take it as a supplement. Just make sure it's a form your body absorbs well, like magnesium glycinate or citrate. Fourth, your diet. And no, I'm not talking about some extreme Instagram diet. The Mediterranean way of eating, lots of vegetables, olive oil, fish, whole grains, and herbs, is one of the best for your arteries. It's tasty, satisfying, and backed by loads of science. Now let's talk medication. If you already have high blood pressure or other heart risk factors, there are common medicines that do more than just lower your numbers. They actually improve the flexibility of your arteries. Medicines like ACE inhibitors and ARBs, those are the ones that end in things like pril and sartan. There's also amlodipine, a calcium channel blocker. And yes, even statins, those cholesterol-lowering drugs everyone loves to argue about, can make arteries more elastic. It's not about taking pills for fun. It's about using every tool we have to protect the most vital highways in your body. Now, how do you know if your arteries are stiff or stretchy? Doctors can measure this in a clinic using ultrasound and something called the beta stiffness index. It sounds complicated, but basically it looks at how much your artery diameter changes with each heartbeat. If it doesn't change much, it's probably stiff. But there's a DIY way too. Try this. Place your fingers on the pulse in your wrist. Now gently press down with another finger until you can't feel the pulse anymore. If it takes a lot of pressure to make that pulse disappear, your artery might be stiffer. If it stops easily, congrats, your arteries are probably still elastic. You can also compare how that pulse feels on someone younger, like a kid or teen. Their arteries will feel soft and springy. Yours should feel similar. If it feels like a hard wire, time to take action. The bottom line? Your arteries are like your body's plumbing. When they're flexible and smooth, everything flows better. When they get stiff and narrow, the whole system suffers. But the power to change them is in your hands and feet. Move every day. Eat like you live by the sea in Italy. Get your vitamin D and magnesium. Take meds if you need them. And check in on your artery health from time to time. Because here's the truth. You're only as young as your arteries feel. So let's keep them young. You've got this.